Hi everyone, I'm Brooks of Last Minute Movies. You might not recognize me because I've only been in a few of the episodes, but I am heavily involved in the behind the scenes editing process for Last Minute Movies.
Hello everybody, this is a very different type of video that you would normally see on the channel.
Hi, this is John. No, you probably don't know me too much. I've been in a couple episodes.
Obviously, this is not the type of circumstances that you want to be addressing a large group of people.
I want to take a minute here today to talk about the legacy of Alioune and what he meant to all of us here at Last Minute Movies. Alioune was born with sickle cell anemia, which is a chronic illness that reduces your red blood cell count.
On February 3rd,
2023, our friend Alioune, founder of Last Minute Movies, passed away as a result of complications from sickle cell anemia.
Alioune wasn't just one of my best friends, he was also like a brother to me. He was always there whenever I needed him, whether it was to be a supporter, to be my cheerleader, to be a brother.
Ollie was obviously a uniting factor for all of us involved in the channel. For me and Brooks personally, he was a friend to us from the time that we were all 12. We grew up at a summer camp together and would spend time with each other annually, and into our adult life, we made it a point to stay in touch. Over COVID, when we were all locked in our houses, he was one of my main points of contact.
As you know, Ali and I have been running the channel for quite a while. There's over 36 hours of material of him and I talking about, well, movies we love and why we love them.
The amount of time and effort that they both put into this channel is incredible, but I feel like we really, truly bonded over the course of our friendship, you know, whether it be our love for Godzilla, triggering him with my hot takes. You can even watch the Batman review to see him get fuming and calling me out since I called the movie mid.
He was one of few people that I felt like I could have a friendly debate with and be on the same level as him.
We also had a great share of common love for different video games, such as the Elder Scrolls franchise, Left 4 Dead, Gary's Mod, God of War, just to name a few, but particularly Left 4 Dead, which we would spend many nights during the pandemic playing together.
Growing up with someone like I did with Ollie, you become more like a cousin or like a half-brother.
Alioune had this dream of creating his own production company, and one where every single member of his friend group was included in it. No one was left out. Everyone had their specific role, and I think that just helped show the kind of person that he was.
There's plenty of archival last-minute movies footage to prove just how articulate and well-formed his feelings on movies were.
He was a great friend who always provided the best life advice when I needed it most.
Alioune had that ability to make friends with anyone he met instantly. It's just who he was.
Was insistent that all of us who grew up together were going to all move out to California and start some kind of production house together.
Last Minute Movies was a really big part of his life and something that he really enjoyed doing. Alioune was a doer, and when he started a project, he did it, and he made sure it went through, and this was one of the things that he loved the most.
His continued insistence and unwavering belief in our ability to achieve has played such an instrumental role in my life and becoming the person I am now. And I would not be here today if it was not for him.
So after I got this tattoo and seeing it every day, whether I'm at, you know, my retail job or if I'm writing, I see his name. I see him every day. But looking at the tattoo now, I see another phrase in there, and when I look at it, it says "all in," and I think that's what we should all do with our lives while we have it. Like I said, I haven't participated much. I was only in a couple episodes, but now that the channel needs support now more than ever, you know, me, Brooks, Aidan, Joe, like, we're all stepping up and we're gonna really try and do something beautiful here for him. I just want to try and make y'all as happy as Ollie made us. That's the goal here.
Alioune was the co-host of Last Minute Movies here with Egor. It's always going to be LMM with Ali and Egor. Over the course of the next few months, we are going to be ramping content back up. It's been about 1.5 years, and during that time, you are going to see some unedited archival footage of Ali that never made it to YouTube. Nothing that we create will ever be a substitute for his voice, but we hope that we can continue to honor his vision for this channel and create some form of that production house in California that he wanted so badly for all of us. And if this is the form that gets to take right now, I am honored to participate.
We miss you, Ollie, and after much consideration, you were right. The Batman was not mid, it was pretty great, just like you were. I love you, bro.
I ask that you please continue to support Last Minute Movies, which was something that Alioune held so dear to his heart. And now, just like all of us here at Last Minute Movies who are living for two, so that our art can continue to live through his name. Much love, Alioune. We all love you.
And I feel like on a day like this, my own words or anyone else's words will never do anyone justice. So I would like to take this opportunity to let him say it himself, because I think we all know that he knew all of it way better than us, and he was always been able to say the right thing, even at times as hard as these. Ali, thank you for everything you've done for us. I love you, man. I always will. You will always live in our hearts, and you will always live in our art, because from now on, all of it's also for you, buddy. Thank you.
And this is something I found like the most powerful, is that you end up finding out that the meaning of life is not, you don't get your earth pass because you find your purpose. Mm-hmm. You get your earth pass because you want to go and you want to experience life. Mm-hmm. Like having a purpose in life is great. It's all good. Having your passion, it's a wonderful, wonderful thing. Mm-hmm. But the true meaning of being alive is to experience, is the connections that you make, is the people that you meet, is the loved ones that you have, and experiencing life for what it really is, instead of being obsessed with the specific purpose. Mm-hmm. Like the reason why Joe didn't feel different after his concert is because of the fact that purposes can only mean so much. You have to live your life to the fullest in order to really appreciate what's around you and what you do. And which is something I thought was so fucking brilliant.